Katie from Without a Crystal Ball. Welcome back to my channel. We're back to normal content. It has been a few days, you guys, seriously. I don't know how you guys are doing. I am sitting here in Minnesota just patiently waiting for everything to be done with this world. And so we have a way to know what's going to happen with our country, right? With so many people waiting and waiting and waiting, I thought we needed to get back to an update on the Sister Wives because Meri Brown actually posted something that made my heart kind of hurty. So before we get started, do me a favor. Can you give this video a thumbs up? Also, subscribe down here if you haven't not yet subscribed. And if you want to know when I go live or when new content loads, make sure you turn those notifications on. Also, for any of you guys that have been wondering where my clothes are coming from lately, this comes courtesy of 3130, which is a store by Amy Duggar, and you can check out my affiliate link, which I get a small commission for, down in the description. Okay, so let's start with Kody Brown's first wife, Meri Brown. So we guys, you know that I often have these dreams. Have I told you this? That I'm his fifth wife, and it's really sad because I don't want to be anyone's fifth wife. Anyways, I have these dreams a lot because I cover this show for you guys. You love the show, and I was thinking it must be really hard to be a wife that shares your husband because you don't get the one-on-one time that you might crave or deserve or want. And with that, there's also jealousy, and then there's also this idea of a breakdown. And we know that Kody and Meri have had quite a bit of a breakdown. In fact, on the end of last season, which I thought was really the saddest part of the entire season, Kody basically tells the therapist while they're sitting in therapy that he felt misled by Meri. He felt deceived and as though he had like been fooled or tricked into getting marriage, and that he even regretted it, which was like really hard to hear, to be honest. I hoped that it was fake. You know what I mean? Like I was like, oh, this has to be fake, right? Like, why would you say this about someone? Knowingly putting this out there. Why would you say something like that? Well, Meri took this, has been on her Instagram, and it's had a lot of people believing that this, what we saw on TV was actually real, because she's posted throughout the last few months these very cryptic posts about being, you know, really sad and not feeling like she has, you know, support from people, not feeling valued, not feeling validated. And it's made a lot of people believe that this split between her and Kody was real. And she had been very active on her Instagram. She was uploading stories and she was posting photos. So a lot of people were like, well, Meri's doing great. You know, everything is fine. And then she stopped and abruptly stopped posting. We talked about how she maybe had gone missing. Now, obviously that was tongue in cheek because she still uses her Facebook page to promote her LLR clothing. Now, there's a number of reasons that Meri might be stressed out, not just related to Kody. And that could also be that LuLaRoe, the company that she works for and sells products for, is also in the middle of a massive lawsuit with the Secretary of State in the state of Washington and other suits in California and other states for former salespeople that say that they were like misled by the company. With that company's sort of future in limbo right now, there's a lot of reasons for Meri to be, I believe, stressed out. But then when she posted this on her Instagram, I was like, oh man, Meri, I'm so sorry. So here is what she said on her Instagram. Sometimes days are hard. Sometimes months are hard. Sometimes you just gotta take a break to breathe, to recharge, to refill your cup so that you can give your best. The last couple months have been this for me. Some days I go to bed at 6 because I don't have the energy to function. Some days I'm up till midnight or 1 or 2 because my mind won't stop racing. But I keep going because that's what I do. That's what I always do. They say fall reminds us how beautiful it is to let things go. Sometimes letting things go is hard, but I can do hard things. I can do amazing things. I surround myself as virtual as it must be right now with my people. The people who see the best in me, the people who want the best for me, and the people who support me. I'm grateful for my people. I'm grateful for my life. I'm grateful for my love. I'm grateful for the abundance of positive energy flowing in and around me through me. This is how I live. So, wow. Now, in the comments, she had a lot of support from fans and friends, you know, like telling her, you know, they're thinking of her, they care about her, they feel, you know, terribly for her, they hope that she's doing okay. And I found this to be really actually very telling. And I'm not sure what is going on here. There could be a number of factors. We know that there's just been this ongoing issue with Kody. We know that she feels stuck. I mean, she said that on the season last year where she has been wanting to move forward with more, and Kody has been very apprehensive. They have him not wanting to sort of get back to where they were and wanting to start over completely. So we know there's been these ongoing issues with her ex-husband, I don't know what you want to call him. She was his legal wife. They've been divorced for 5 years, maybe 4 or 5 years. He is now married to Robin Brown. And Meri has an empty nest. So Meri has been very used to traveling a lot. She, last year, while the world was still open, would travel quite a bit for her company. She spent time and traveled with her friends. She filled her life with her business partners related to LLR. She seemingly was doing really well and feeling really good. Could it just be the isolation that we're dealing with COVID and everything going on around us? Could there be continued strains? I mean, with 4 separate homes and all these different people, I don't know how much they're all seeing each other. I don't know how connected she is still to everyone. There's always so much speculation that they don't have relationships and it's all for show and it's all for filming, but I don't think that's true. I do think there is relationships here. I just don't know necessarily what's causing all of this. Ultimately, though, the fact that she's saying that she's like going to bed at 6 o'clock or else she's staying up all night filled with anxiety, if I were her friend, I would just say, hey, Meri, maybe you should go to the doctor. You know, maybe you should talk to your doctor about this. And I have no idea if she is, but that would be my advice. And it would be the same advice I would give any of my friends that are struggling like this. You don't have to feel like this. If there's something going on where you feel like so anxious you can't sleep, talk to your doctor. If you're so depressed that you can't wake up and you don't want to be awake, talk to your doctor. I know the sister wives tend to be a little bit apprehensive about modern medicine and tend to be more sort of the natural side of things, but I would hope that they wouldn't also like negate the option of getting help if they needed it. They have used therapy. They've never really openly talked about using any sort of medication, and I'm not suggesting she needs medication. I'm simply suggesting, Meri, maybe you should talk to your doctor. That's what I would say to my friends. But what do you think is making her feel so down? Is it Kody? Is it that she can't travel? Is it the whole stuff with the pandemic? Is it that she's feeling isolated? Is it a combination of all of those things? She was just in Utah at her bed and breakfast. So she had been with Mariah and now she's back in Flagstaff. So is it that she is just alone? What are your thoughts about this? Is Meri going to be okay? What's Kody's what is the involvement of Kody in all of this? Are her sister wives helping her? Like, who is there for her right now when she needs someone? Tell me what your thoughts are in the comments below. Bye, guys.